Hi everyone, my name is Sina, and I'm the founder of the Biolab. I think some of you were down there checking it out. Um, and I'm going to talk about what we are doing in this lab. Uh, so you see this petri dish, and those are bacteria glowing, and that's what we have done in the lab in the past. So what we've done in the past is that we have had some courses just teaching some basic lab techniques to the members of Makerspace. And the things we have done is just basics like pipetting, teaching people to pipette, and cultivation techniques for bacteria, so growing bacteria. And also, as you saw in the previous image, those glowing bacteria, we teach people how to modify bacteria. That's the first step, making them glow. And for our plans during this year is to continue with these basic workshops. So if you're interested, you can become a member of Makerspace and do these basic workshops. We will continue teaching people this. And also we will the new thing for this year will be that we also will teach people how to do basic DNA analysis. And a common question I always get is like, can you do DNA analysis in a lab like this? And the answer is, of course we can. It's super simple. And the next question is like, also, can I also look at my disease genes? And it's like, yeah, of course you can. But the question is like, do you want to? But of course you can do it. Another thing that we are looking into is the technology called CRISPR. I don't know how many of you have heard of this technology. That's a lot of people. So this technology is basically revolutionizing biotech right now. You can basically edit genes in a very precise way. It's also kind of simple to use, so we're taking a shot at that technique during this year. Question is though, what does all of this have to do with hardware? And a lot, because we are completely dependent on hardware to do everything that I just talked about. So for example, if we want to do an analysis of DNA, we need this thing called PCR. And right now we're still dependent on hardware, that there's a movement growing right now, a hardware movement where people are building hardware just for the lab. So there's an open source hardware movement just for lab equipment. And this is one of them. So in the image you see, that's actually DNA that we have amplified, copied up with the PCR technology. So we need a lot of hardware. And we have these open source alternatives, but they are not enough. We need a lot more. And so basically my job last year was to go around to a lot of professional labs around in Stockholm and just collect equipment. They are actually working, most of them, but some of them are not working. And that's where we need like hardware people. So you're actually, you can contribute to the biohacking movement if you have hardware knowledge. So what we're doing right now is that we're testing all of these equipment right now and just see which of them are working, and those that are not working, we try to fix them, but we don't have the best knowledge. So we get some help from the rest of the people from Makerspace, but we need this hardware to work to be able to do, for example, CRISPR and DNA analysis and modifying bacteria and all of that. So that's basically the hardware plans for us at the Biolab this year. So if you're interested in making things glow, you can come talk to me. And if you're interested in making the hardware that makes things glow, you can also come talk talk to me. Yeah, thank you.